Officer, come over.
Found next Tuesday on NBC and Peacock.
I have a feeling we're not in Kansas anymore.
I've seen this movie. Didn't like how it ended.
Ben's in a full-blown witch trial.
Wait, what?
Quantum Leap, Wednesday on NBC.
Good evening. Welcome in to News 40 at 10. I'm Chris Allen. On this Tuesday evening, showers a few hours ago, 4 hours ago, coming through Bowling Green, and now they're all off to the east. We're still seeing a lot of low clouds hanging in here, and they will for a while longer as we go through the evening. Looking at our AAA Systems live cam from downtown Bowling Green, looking at the Justice Center and the courthouse that you see there on the left. We've got a cloudy sky, maybe a little bit of drizzle out there. We're going to continue to see some of that light drizzle for a little bit longer, but mainly cloudy, breezy, and chilly tonight with a low of 36. The rest of your 7-day forecast is coming up in just a few minutes.
Good evening, I'm Noah Fairber. Thanks for joining us tonight for News 40 at 10. Our top story tonight, the Bowling Green-based Orchestra Kentucky is set to play at the gubernatorial inauguration for Governor Andy Beshear this month. The group, established 25 years ago, is excited to perform on such a grand stage. The orchestra worked closely with the governor to select some works from American composers.
This is an honor for us to be invited. You know, there's an inauguration every 4 years for governor, and for us to be chosen is really thrilling for us. So I think it's probably the most important thing we've done as an organization in the 25 years we've existed.
The orchestra is set to play in Frankfort on Tuesday, December 12th. Well, to Edmonson County now, where over the past 3 days there has been some trouble with their water. Today, the Edmonson County Water District had a foot-long water main break that led to low pressure and outages in many areas on the south side of the county. According to ECWD, there are around 2,300 customers having some sort of water issue right now, but they're working as quick as they can to rectify any problems. The manager suspects it could be weather-related with the lack of rainfall this season, and this could be an unforeseen side effect.
Now we're starting to see a little bit of rain, so the ground is starting to move again, and I haven't been out there with them, but they did say there was some rock in the ditch, so if it was laying on a rock or something, that could have, when the ground moved, it could have busted the pipe.
Sanders said they're hoping to have everything back in working order by Friday. He just asks that the community be patient, and if you have any problems after services are fully restored, like air in the pipes, to call and request that someone come out. Well, with a new project that juniors and seniors are working on in Edmonson County, they're hoping to generate a little extra power for their district. News 40's Michael Ridgway has more on the story.
Most of our students never have been around engineering, so they don't know, what that looks like. There's a lot of robotics in that, but a lot of hands-on, even engineering. So they want to come in the classroom. They're excited to learn hands-on, but also there's technology involved, high technology. They get to learn about robotics, 3D printing.
Edmonson County High School is stepping into the future with their relatively new engineering and electrical construction program. This semester, they've been working on renewable energy.
I think it's super exciting to finally get to do stuff like this for our school especially. We normally don't have an engineering program. In fact, this is just the third year of it. So it's really helping push the engineering program within our school, making it look better to other teachers and to other students who want to join in the future.
The students are learning valuable skills and having fun too.
So like putting furniture together, I do that for my mom all the time. So like putting these together wasn't super hard for me. I had a lot of fun doing it. I wasn't really intimidated by it, just really excited.
The school is actually under construction, making more room for school programs like engineering and nursing. So right now, they're using a temporary space for some of their classwork.
So we found a free mobile home on Marketplace, and we had someone donate that to us, and we actually took it for our construction class, and our students basically remodeled it, took out all the interior walls, took out all the wiring, so they learned some construction things.
This semester, they've been working towards trades, but at the same time, leaving a legacy.
I definitely feel proud about it. I feel like that this is the first time we've ever done this, and I feel like that I'm a part of this, and I feel like that I'm proud that I can hand this down to other students.
This is just another example of educators trying to help students secure their future.
A lot of hands-on, a lot of opportunity with some of the other universities to find a program that they like, but it's not just all skilled trades. You know, it's not just all manual labor.
In Edmonson County, because local matters, Michael Ridgway, WNKY News 40.
Well, an elementary school here in Bowling Green celebrated the joy of reading today by giving those who are less fortunate the opportunity to dive into a book. News 40's Carlisle Coppins has more.
WKU literacy ambassadors are giving students with limited access to books the chance to read at home by partnering with the Bowling Green Rotary Club and Half Price Books to donate books selected specifically for students from preschool to 5th grade.
We know from research that kiddos who have access to books at home do a lot better academically in school. They read more, especially if the books are about things they're interested in and are accessible to them.
For the elementary students, this was different, and they didn't know what to expect.
They're used to just like getting library books and having to take them home and bring them back. So they were kind of confused that they got to keep their books. It's good for kids to have books at their house that they keep that are theirs. And we've said like a lot of kids live in book deserts, like that they don't have access to books that they can keep.
The books are chosen based on what they like and even the languages they speak. Donating these books will give students a head start, and it gives children who wouldn't normally read at home the opportunity to.
They need to start getting good literacy skills at a young age, and a lot of kids can't go to a preschool, or like they live too far away because it can be kind of expensive to go to a preschool.
Everyone was able to gain something. This book extravaganza is proving to be more than just an opportunity for kids to read.
The joy in seeing the kiddos' faces, not just the kids at Parker Bennett Curry, but also our WKU students, and being able to interact with kiddos while they looked at the books was really fun and a really rewarding experience.
In Bowling Green, because local matters, Carlisle Coppins, WNKY News 40.
Well, if you were at Meyer tonight, you might have noticed a little more police there than normal. That's because tonight, the Fraternal Order of Police made their way out to Meyer to help out the community and have a little fun in the process. Every year for 50 years, the FOP has held their annual Shop with a Cop event. This event has not only helped the community by providing gifts, clothes, and school supplies, but this year it's providing support to families in need.
We want to say thank you and give back like we always do, and have the kids see us in a good light, you know, knowing that we're always here and we just don't show up when bad things happen. We get to bring the kids out and just show them our appreciation for them and get to interact with them. We are all one community. We live here too. We want to let them know that we support them and we appreciate their support.
If you need help, don't be afraid or ashamed to ask, because there are great people here to support you just because it's on their heart. Well, that was a look at some of your top stories tonight. Let's send things on over to Weather Chief Chris Allen for a look at our forecast.
All right, Noah, we've had some rain in the area, but looking live from our new AAA Systems live cam, looking at Cherry Hall and Western's campus, a low overcast, and there's still just a little bit of drizzle out there for some of you that are going to be out late this evening. A lot of that drizzle is going to continue to push eastward as we look at live radar. Any shower activity that was organized earlier has now moved off to the east. It's over the Cumberland Plateau and now moving into southeastern Kentucky. We're going to dry out for the next few days and warm up too, but there's more rain coming. I'll tell you when to expect that in the 7-day forecast in just a few minutes. But right now, let's get a preview of sports and let's send it to Patrick.
All right, thanks, Chris. We have plenty coming up in sports tonight. Find out which Hilltopper was named to Conference USA's all-conference team. Here's a hint, he's a draft favorite. Plus, we have plenty of high school basketball action tonight. That's all in sports. Noah?
All right, Patrick. Well, the holidays are a time for family, and sometimes family has aged in ways that can change our dynamics. News 40 reporter Tucker Covey has more on memory care and the holidays.
At the Memory Cafe and Lisa Rice Library, people suffering from memory loss, dementia, and Alzheimer's socialize with others experiencing the same issues.
A lot of people don't understand that the holidays are really hard because there's so much stuff going on. There's so much activity. And for people with memory issues and or dementia or Parkinson's or any of those kinds of things, keep it simple. Don't do 5 things in one day.
There are still plenty of ways to continue enjoying time with family members suffering from memory issues. It is often the best time to try new things and learn new things as a family.
If you feel like a family member is starting to lose their memory, or maybe that's something you know as a family and that's been something you've been dealing with for a while, don't make it an argument. Don't spend your time, testing people or trying to convince them of things.
The good news is that there are many families struggling with memory disorders, and there are plenty of resources available in the area.
Resources are here in Bowling Green, but trying to find them on your own while you're caregiving is impossible. I did it because I'm resourceful. That's the way I am. But in my facility, I have an entire drawer in my file cabinet that all it is resources. So if somebody needs home health, I can pull out 6 brochures and hand them to them and say, go talk to so-and-so.
In Bowling Green, because local matters, Tucker Covey, WNKY News 40.
With the holiday season well underway, many may be feeling some stress. Whether it's concerns about affording gifts, discussing current politics with loved ones, or dealing with prickly family members, health experts say setting boundaries is important.
It's that time of year again, but before taking on what the holidays throw at you, make sure you're also taking care of your mental health.
A lot of times we don't want to talk about boundaries because we think it's negative or that we shouldn't need them. But the reality is, healthy relationships have very good boundaries, and they're very clear and understood by both people.
Licensed therapist Jody Baumstein says setting boundaries can be uncomfortable. So first, recognize your triggers.
Thinking in advance, is there something that regularly happens that doesn't sit well with you or that feels like a violation?
Before a get-together, Baumstein says to get ahead of triggers by making people aware of them beforehand.
In the heat of the moment is not the time to bring it up. Because the reality is we aren't our calm, rational selves. We're emotional and we're heightened.
Next, if your boundary is crossed, have a plan. But Baumstein says to remember, we only have control over ourselves.
If somebody brings something up that you've repeatedly said is off limits, you can't stop them from doing it, but you can decide that you're going to shut down the conversation or you're going to leave. Because this is really about you having peace and protecting yourself.
Still to come on News 40 at 10, new details have been released from that massive home explosion that took place in Virginia. The latest details in just a bit. But first, Weather Chief Chris Allen is back with a full look at our forecast. You can see there's only been about 1/10 of an inch of rain. He'll tell you if we can expect any more coming up.
Tune in for my new game show, Person, Place, or Thing. Hopscotch. Someone came to play.
On WNKY, NBC 40.
I'm Ashley Wilson. Here's what's coming up tomorrow on News 40 Sunrise. We'll discover how you can have cookies with Santa himself this holiday season, plus learn the story of how one local veteran served our country in this week's Voices of Honor. These stories on News 40 Sunrise.
Greenwood Ford Lincoln Mobile Service works where you work and can meet you when you need it. Our mobile service van is fully loaded with all the latest tools and diagnostic equipment. We provide a range of services, including oil and filter change, battery health checks, brake services, and tire rotation. Schedule your Greenwood Ford Lincoln mobile service online or by contacting Greenwood Ford Lincoln. With Greenwood Ford Lincoln mobile service, it's easy to keep your vehicle in tip-top shape.
Right now, a brand new move-in ready Jayco home is more affordable than you might think. Jayco Homes has the gift of a low 5.5% 30-year fixed interest rate that's guaranteed for the life of your loan. You'll enjoy open, spacious living, and your home will be protected with our exclusive 210 home warranty, backed by our full-time service department. Find your dream home today at jaycohomes.com. Yes, you really can be home for the holidays.
Feel overwhelmed and want to give your family an amazing Christmas?
People's Cash Advance is now offering loans up to $500. No fee on first-time loans. Locations in Bowling Green. People's Cash Advance.
Something happens to Santa when he ends up on Miss Claus' naughty list.
A spanking. A spanking.
Weeknights at 5 and 6:30 on CBS 40.
We're back with Weather Chief Chris Allen. Chris, we had a little bit of rain today, not a whole lot though. What can you tell us?
Yeah, about 1/10 of an inch in most places. Some folks got a little bit more than that, but it was a fast-moving system already out of here. Weak cold front, very little rain. We're going to calm things down, I think, for the next couple of days before we ramp things back up as far as rain is concerned. And as you know, we're still woefully behind on rainfall, still well over 6 inches behind year to date. And here it is, the final month of the year. This is not going to help out that over 6-inch deficit of rainfall, a tenth. I mean, just that's not much of anything. There was 2/10 of an inch of rain, almost a 1/4 inch in Greenville this evening from that weak cold front and those showers that came through. Right now, temperatures behind the front are a bit chilly now in the low 40s, where we were in the 50s at around 5 and 6 this evening. A lot cooler air has come in, and those breezes have been coming in from the northwest at 10 to 15 to 16 to 18 to 22 miles per hour. That adds to the chill in the air. It makes it feel like it's in the low to mid 30s to low 40s currently in Bowling Green. The wind chill, or feels like temperature, when you combine those northwesterly breezes and those chillier temperatures. So tonight is going to be one of those cloudy evenings, and with the breeze that's around right now, a northwest wind coming in at 6 with a wind chill of 41. We're at 44 right now in Bowling Green, 73% humidity. Dew point is dropping now to 36, which means some drier air is beginning to work in after those showers earlier this evening. 56 was our high today, 52 the normal. That's a 4-degree difference. 33 and 33, that means we were right on the money as far as the low temperature for the day. And there's that deficit of rainfall year to date for Bowling Green, over 6.5 inches behind where we should be for this time of the year. Now, here's a look at the next 40 hours. Here's that weakening trough. Now, at first it was a cold front, but now it's just a trough that is moving out of the eastern part of the state. There's still some leftover showers in wake of that system, and then just cloud cover, I think, is going to be with us for the rest of tonight. There's still a little patchy drizzle here and there, but not much else coming from that system. High pressure will begin to take over as we get into the day on Wednesday and even Thursday. From time to time, I think we're going to see a mix of clouds and sunshine as we get that high pressure working in here. It may take a while for some of these clouds to clear out tomorrow. Usually after these little weak systems come through, it traps moisture up a few hundred feet and near the ground, and that keeps a low-level clouds in here. But by the time we get into Wednesday night and into Thursday, sunshine will make a comeback, and warmer southerly breezes start to take over, and that is all designed to set us up for what's coming next this weekend, a more potent system full of rain and thunderstorms. In fact, we're looking at the potential for heavier rain Saturday and Sunday with some thunderstorms. Not really severe weather, but I do think this could be a heavy rain potential. Now, if we could get 2 inches of rain or more out of that, then that would really help us out with that deficit toward the end of the year. 36 tonight, mainly cloudy, breezy, chilly, still a little bit of patchy drizzle from time to time. And then your 7-day stretch showing we're going to warm things up over the next few days, especially Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. There we go with the thunderstorms Saturday, much cooler Sunday. Maybe some of those showers ending as some wet snowflakes and turning cooler for the beginning of next week. And we're back with more News 40 at 10 right after this.
The Sonic Garlic Butter Bacon Cheeseburger is back for good. If you're wondering why, let us clarify. Garlic butter, cheese, garlic butter, bacon, garlic butter. Need we say more? Sonic Garlic Butter Bacon Cheeseburger.
Enjoy a great lunch with a different food truck every week and help support our local charities.
Join us for Food Truck Fridays at the Tidballs parking lot on Chestnut Street. Part of your lunch purchase will be donated to a local nonprofit by Flora Templeton Stewart and our food trucks.
Food Truck Friday has collected over $10,000, making a difference in our community.
Brought to you by the law firm of Flora Templeton Stewart.
The Bowling Green Area Chamber of Commerce would like to welcome its newest partners. Thank you for supporting our partners at the Bowling Green Area Chamber of Commerce.
I'm waking up my day, so let's get it started. Turn it up, turn it on, keep the morning moving right along. Yeah, I'm waking up my day, News 40 Sunrise Way. I'm waking up my day, WNKY. Yeah, we're on the force to get you out the door. I'm waking up my day, the News 40 Sunrise Way.
Weekday morning starting at 6.
The Sonic Hickory Barbecue Cheeseburger is the perfect, quick, and delicious fix for when you're craving a melty cheeseburger and bold and tangy barbecue sauce. But also anyone other than you to cook it. Sonic Hickory Barbecue Cheeseburger.
Rising anti-Semitism on college campuses took center stage on Capitol Hill today. Several university presidents testified before the House about how they've responded to tensions that have erupted on their campuses after October 7th terror attacks ignited a war between Hamas and Israel. Skylar Henry reports from Capitol Hill.
Presidents of several of the most prestigious universities were asked to explain an alarming outbreak of anti-Semitism on campus.
Today, each of you will have a chance to answer to and atone for the many specific instances of vitriolic, hate-filled anti-Semitism on your respective campuses.
We are deeply committed to protecting free expression, even of views that we find objectionable and outrageous and offensive.
During heated questioning by New York Republican Elise Stefanik, Harvard University professor Dr. Claudine Gay cited free expression and said the school consistently enforces its rules of conduct.
Does that speech not call for the genocide of Jews and the elimination of Israel? You testify that you understand that is the definition of intifada.
The presidents of the University of Pennsylvania and MIT also testified about anti-Semitism on their campuses. Separately, House Speaker Mike Johnson hosted Jewish college students who spoke out about what they've encountered at their schools.
I was forced to leave my study group for my doctoral exams halfway through the semester because my group members told me that the people at the Nova Music Festival deserved to die because they were partying on stolen land.
At NYU, I hear calls to gas the Jews, and I am told that Hitler was right.
I, along with most of campus, sought refuge in our rooms. As classmates and professors chanted proudly for the genocide of Jews while igniting smoke bombs and defacing school property.
Penn and Harvard are among a growing list of schools that also include Columbia and Cornell, now under investigation by the Department of Education over incidents of alleged discrimination. Skylar Henry, CBS News, Washington.
Staying in the House today, the House passed a resolution that condemns anti-Semitism in the United States and globally. The vote was 311 for and 14 against. However, more than 90 Democratic members voted present instead of casting an up or down vote. Several Jewish lawmakers, including New York Congressman Jerry Nadler and Dan Goldman, and Maryland Congressman Jamie Raskin, urged their colleagues to vote present. They labeled the Republican-backed measure a partisan attempt to score political points and introduced their own resolution on Monday that called on members to support the Biden administration's national strategy to counter anti-Semitism. Well, tonight we are learning more about that massive explosion that leveled a home in Virginia after a tense, hours-long police standoff. Nicole Skanga reports the deadly blast left neighbors in shock.
Yellow police tape surrounds what's left of the Arlington, Virginia home leveled in a massive explosion. Monday night, Arlington police were attempting to execute a search warrant in response to a suspect inside the house, now identified as James Yu. The 56-year-old had allegedly discharged a flare-type gun more than 30 times. Responding officers tried to communicate with him, then breached the front door.
Officers began to deploy non-flammable, less lethal chemical munitions to multiple areas within the residence where the suspect was believed to be hiding.
Officials say Yu then fired several rounds at officers before the home exploded, unleashing debris into the sky.
The suspect was inside the residence at the time of the explosion, and he is presumed at this point to be deceased.
Jared Abelson, who lives 2 blocks away, recorded video of the fiery aftermath.
When we got there, the house was already burned down, and it was just a really scary scene.
FBI and ATF teams are here in Arlington, assisting local law enforcement as they comb their way through a complex and scattered crime scene.
We continue to provide resources to help confirm that this was an isolated incident and that there is no ongoing threat to this community or to other communities.
Officials are reviewing concerning social media posts made by the suspect as part of their ongoing probe. Nicole Skanga, CBS News, Arlington, Virginia.
When we come back, Patrick Carey is in with a look at your sports.
I'm attorney Deborah Brose. I am committed to my clients across South Central Kentucky. But don't just take it from me. If you've been injured in a car wreck, I can help. Call our office today for a free consultation.
Summer skies, they warm up everything. Then fall comes around, and you know it's getting near. Christmas is my favorite time.
Experience so much Christmas the way Santa does.
Don't miss Fruit of the Loom Brand Shop's 20% off holiday sale now through Sunday. Find great deals on gifts for the entire family, including athletic wear, collegiate wear, sleepwear, socks, and undies. Grab your 20% savings this week only at the Brand Shop Outlet.
BG Home Furnishings is the best place to shop and work. We stay motivated with daily massages.
It is just like the North Pole around here. Santa and his elves are delivering daily. We can make a calendar out of our delivery team. Meet Mr. November, always smiling and ready to deliver your sofa. For over 40 years, we are proud to be a locally owned and operated business. We are so thankful for the continued support of our community.
Grab some lunch and make an impact. Join WNKY News 40 for Food Truck Fridays every week at Tidball's parking lot. This week features CJ Smoke Shack to benefit the Boys and Girls Club. See the full lineup at WNKY.com.
Anyone can be Santa with Toys for Tots. Make an impact this holiday season by donating a new unwrapped gift at WNKY News 40 on Chestnut. Together, South Central Kentucky and Toys for Tots can make every child's Christmas brighter this year.
WNKY News 40 and JB Electric would like to congratulate the Bowling Green Purples for their amazing 2023 football season and becoming Kentucky 5A state champs. Congratulations and see you next season. WNKY News 40 is always on at WNKY.com.
Welcome into sports. We've got some high school basketball action tonight out to Greenwood High School for a doubleheader. First up, the Lady Gators take on the Russellville Lady Panthers. Greenwood looking to win their second straight, and they do just that in a dominant performance, winning 76-24. The Lady Panthers move to 0-3 on the year. Both teams will be back in action on Saturday in the 4th Region Challenge at Bowling Green High School. Well, following the girls' game, the boys' team took on the Panthers in the Swamp. Both teams entered the match looking to come out with their first win on the season. The game was close early on, but the Gators pulled away as the contest went on, getting their first win of the year, 64-56. to 48. Greenwood is back in action over the weekend in Bell County, while the Panthers will hit the court on Saturday in Callaway County. And the Bowling Green Purples boys squad was in action tonight as well, facing off against a tough Elizabethtown squad. Shockingly, it was the Panthers that took the win in the house of the Purples. Final score of that one was 44-37. They will look to rebound against Glasgow this Friday. Well, over to the Dragons Den now as the defending state champions were in action, searching for their first win tonight in their home opener. Warren Central hosted Owensboro, two teams that were winless to start the season, but the Rebels took down the Dragons 64-50. The defending champs fall to 0-3 to start the year. Well, to the Hill now as the WNKY football team had members named to the CUSA All-Conference teams today. Wide receiver Malachi Corley was the only Hilltopper named to the CUSA first team, while Kendrick Simpkins and Jose Wheeler were named to the second team. 6 other toppers earned honorable mentions, and 14 were named to the all-freshman team. And the Kentucky Wildcats will be bowling in Jacksonville after their 7-5 season. The team is set to take on the Clemson Tigers in the Tax Slayer Gator Bowl on December 29th. Kentucky now has made it to 8 straight bowl games under head coach Mark Stoops, which is the school record. After the selection, Stoops spoke on how his team feels ahead of the Gator Bowl.
I can tell you the response has been incredible. Our guys are excited about this bowl game, want to play in this bowl game, and I think we'll be pretty darn close to 100% in this bowl game.
The Louisville Cardinals football team found out where they are bowling after their loss in the ACC championship game. The team will head to San Diego to face off against the USC Trojans in the DirecTV Holiday Bowl, but the Trojans will be without Caleb Williams. Head coach Jeff Brom finishes his first regular season leading the Cards to a 10-3 record and will look to get his first bowl victory on December 27th at Petco Park. And the Tennessee Titans fell at home to the Colts, losing in overtime 31-28. The Titans got the ball first in the extra period and scored a field goal, but the Colts were able to work down the field and get into the end zone to take the win after the divisional loss. Here were head coach Mike Vrabel's updates on the injured Derrick Henry.
You know, not that I'm a doctor or any visual test, but when I spoke with him after the game, him and I were probably one of the last 2 to leave. You know, having been in this and seen guys that were in the protocol, you know, Derrick appeared normal. He went home. We followed up with him at night and again today. So, you know, whatever that is, we'll monitor through the week.
Well, that's a look at sports. We'll be right back.
The UPS store on Scottsville Road supports small businesses from start to finish to marketing projects of all sizes. We can help grow your small business. Call us today to discuss your printing needs. The UPS store on Scottsville Road, your local printing solution.
Start your day off with Rich Pond Market and Deli. With a wide selection of breakfast favorites and our world-famous tenderloin biscuits, you'll be sure to dig the pig, where the community comes to meet and eat. Rich Pond Market and Deli.
Need to turn the living room into a guest room? Ford's has the answer. Sofa sleepers. We have a great selection in any size from twin to king. Choose either traditional or memory foam mattresses. Available now at Ford's Furniture in Bowling Green.
WNKY News 40 is helping find forever homes for shelter pets. Watch Pet of the Day on News 40 Sunrise and News 40 at noon to meet your new best friend. Pet of the Day, brought to you by Morgantown Bank and Trust.
Hey, my name's Tyler Hood. I'm going to be in your house this week.
Join us for possums, guitars, and PBRs this week on Marquee Backstage.
It's the winning season at the Mint Gaming Hall Bowling Green. Win cash or free play with nightly drawings December 25th through the 31st. Bring home the jolly this holiday season at the Mint Gaming Hall Bowling Green. Visit themintgaming.com for more details.
The nursing home made you an important promise. They promised to be a good home for your loved one and to provide professional care in a safe environment. Now the nursing home has broken that promise and you're left searching for answers. Call us at Hughes & Coleman for a free consultation. If your loved one suffered a serious injury or untimely death while in a nursing home, get Hughes & Coleman and get it done. Call 800-800-4600. Standing up for your loved ones is what matters now.
Tune in for my new game show, Person, Place, or Thing. This thing was an event that took place on a dairy farm, and it was not my after-prom party. It'll have you guessing along at home.
Is this Woodstock?
Get your guess on
WNKY, NBC 40.
Now, Chris, I saw it in the 5. Maxwell saw it in the 6. Got to show it to Patrick now.
Oh, yeah.
Show him the
Patrick, take a look at our new live cam. AAA system.
There we go.
Yeah.
Schnazzy.
This is live. Downtown Bowling Green, you see the Twin Towers, and in the foreground, the State Street United Methodist Church. Very beautiful and all lit up this evening. Tonight, we're going to see cloudy skies, breezy, chilly, and a low of 36.
All right, Chris, that camera is pretty snazzy, right, Patrick?
It is schnazzy, as they say.
Yeah, we're going to get more, apparently, is what he told me. So that does it for tonight's edition of News 40 at 10. Join us back here at 6 a.m. for News 40 Sunrise. Have a good night.